In the troubled Indigenous communities of the Northern Territory, Australian rules football has become a lifeline to many young men who would otherwise fall into a life of alcohol and substance abuse.
New government policies are taking a tough line on these problems in those communities, but as I found out earlier this week, some fear the approach will only worsen the situation. It's week 9 of the Indigenous football competition in Central Australia. The players from Yuendumu have driven 3 hours down a dirt track just to get here. The star player is full forward Liam Jara. One of the big clubs in Melbourne is already showing interest in him.
Everyone wants to play football because it's really special. Because it's really important for Aboriginal people.
We just go out there and play really good football.
Yuendumu, like most remote Indigenous communities, has its share of problems: poverty, alcoholism and child sex abuse. Football is one of the few things they're proud of.
It's a way of keeping young blokes busy and occupied, instead of finding themselves bored.
Sunday afternoon at the football is alcohol-free and seems to draw the community together. It's been a long couple of weeks here since the Australian government described conditions in the Northern Territory as a national emergency. That followed a report which detailed the alarming rate of child abuse in remote towns. Suddenly, after decades of being all but ignored by the politicians, they've now become the focus. There is an argument that sport and education should be used to try and reduce alcoholism and child sexual abuse in Indigenous communities. The Australian government, however, has chosen a more hardline approach. It's sending in soldiers and federal police, it says, because the situation is out of control and because it can't afford to lose another generation of Indigenous Australians to those problems. But not everyone at the football is convinced that's a sensible approach.
Education and going forward is the right answer, rather than sort of just stopping things cold. I don't think that really stops the issue at all. All it does is pretty much hide the issue and make it go somewhere else.
The football is a welcome distraction from all the politics, but there's a national election not too far away, so the games have really only just begun.